Charles. Yes.
So, just to be clear, when, say, pain or nausea or something like that overwhelms the peaceful moment, the best thing to do there is just accept, right? Accept that this is, and that helps you get through it, because certainly it's hard to remain peaceful, remain in presence when the body is full
Yes.
of fear or full of pain or full of so in those situations the best thing to do is just say, okay, this is what's happening, and just go with it as best you can. Don't resist.
Yeah, yeah, because it's there's something on board. Okay, it's what's happening. Okay, there is, serious nausea going on, and this is the time for nausea, right? And this is a time for feeling the nausea, and of course, you don't want to add to the nausea like the psychological. Oh my God, what's happening to me? Or it's disturbing the peace, or uh, uh, any psychological narrative. No, you just deal with the nausea. You know that nausea is going to pass. You know that nausea, for example, could use, I don't know, maybe, I don't know much about nausea, so I may be saying some wrong things. Maybe drinking some water, or doing some breathing. I don't know exactly, but you may explore like, okay, how do I deal with the nausea on a practical level? But psychologically, yes, it's just something happening, but there's nothing happening to you. That's very important. Nothing is happening to you. There's something happening at the body mind level. And of course, it's covering the entire screen. And that's what we're experiencing. We're experiencing like you open the window and there's a wind. It's not the time for you to wish for another experience. That's what the experience you're having. A strong wind is coming through the window, and it's coming through your face, your hair, your body. Uh, Now, if you're trying to fix something besides fixing the nausea by, I don't know, doing some breath or drinking some tea, which means you're dealing with the vehicle, like your car, your engine light is on, so you go check the oil, right? Besides doing that, if you're trying to get yourself, if you're identifying yourself with uh, the nausea, and now you feel that something is happening to you and you need to save yourself, well, now you enter the psychological realm. You just downloaded a me narrative. Oh my God, what's happening to me? Not, oh my God, what's happening at the body level? What's happening to me? You see, there's a difference. And so when you experience this download that something is happening to me, you are engaged in the wrong direction. You need to get some clarity between what is happening at the body level and what's happening to consciousness. For consciousness, there's nothing happening. So you are the consciousness, and of course, there is the body, which it's your job to take care of the car. I mean, you need it. You need it. You need the body. So it's your job to, I mean, you need the body for the time being. As long as you need it, as long as it's around, might as well have a functioning vehicle, right? I mean, uh, as long as you have this car, you do your best to keep it well oiled, where tires well balanced, etc. Same thing with the body.
It
So
seems like when I'm trying to when I'm in those moments and I try to bring presence back, during those times, that's I'm recognizing I'm in the me. I recognize I'm suffering, but that I try to call presence. I try to do some of the things we've practiced, and I just get overwhelmed again. So I'm trying to figure out how to get from that space of me suffering to the presence while in the midst of it. And I guess acceptance is the only way.
Yeah, yeah. Presence is always on board. Okay. Uh, Presence is veiled when we're engaging into the me story. So let me repeat that. Presence is always on board. You don't bring presence on.
Bring myself to it.
Yeah, but it's veiled when you're engaging into I'm Charles and I need to bring presence back on board or whatever, or I need when I'm Charles. Boom, right there. When I'm Charles, I am Charles is on board, there is the veil. So to see the veil, you see, oh, I'm Charles. Am I really Charles? Is this awareness right now a male awareness? Is this awareness 30, 40-year-old awareness? 50, 60, 70-year-old awareness? No, right? Right? This awareness, which I'm aware, there is awareness is undeniable, right? You agree? It's undeniable. Yes. And what is it that is aware? It's I is aware, right? It's, right? Yes, yes. So this I, which is awareness, has no age or gender, right? So, but when the veil, I am Charles, and Charles is a male born in this town. You know, the parents of Charles. This is the conditions of the Charles body. This is what happened to Charles in his youth, and the trauma of Charles, and the beautiful experiences of Charles. That's a different. It's now I am this entity, this physical entity, this form, which is subject to all sorts of conditions, right? And which is subject to all sorts of influences and history and limitation. Absolutely limitation. Right? That is the veil. Yes, there is a body-mind, of course, named Charles, etc., that maybe is experiencing nausea at this moment. Right? But I is this, whatever it is that is right now hearing these words and perceiving this perception is invisible. It's formless. It's not a male or female or tall or short or in California or in Nevada. Consciousness is, awareness is not phenomenal, right? It's not like it's not like something that you own or you possess. It's that which is, which you are. The body may be in California or in Nevada. The body may be experiencing severe nausea, etc. So to just be clear, okay, I'm going to deal with the nausea, whichever way I can. Period. You know, period. I'm going to take the car to the mechanic and period. I'm not going to engage into, oh my God, why did I, not take it last week, etc., etc., etc. But presence is always on board. You don't have to do anything about presence, Charles.
So remembering it when you're in the midst of something, when the body mind is in the midst of the suffering, then it's trying to remember that and finding some key to remembering that while in the midst of it.
Yeah.
So,
What do you mean by suffering? Because suffering for me is very specific. Suffering refers to me, right? I suffer as an entity. Just when there is suffering, there is identification with my body, my history, and why did she do this to me? Why is this happening to me? How come I'm not getting blah blah blah? That is what suffering is identification. And suffering is on board whenever there is identification. And whenever there is a noticing of the identification. Noticing of the identification is not like, oh, I'm going to go to awareness. No, I just notice. I like, what's going on? What is going on right now? I'm feeling like really miserable, whatever. What am I assuming myself to be? That's a good question. Just a question. Just a question to ask myself. What is it that is suffering? Me. Me. What? Me in this moment. What is me? In this moment. What is the reality of me? History, it's the past. Me is like the past, because in this moment, it's not me. It's just this. But the past is freaking gone. I mean, it's not there. It's not here. Even whatever you remember of the past, it's a distortion. So suffering is this illusion of the past. I'm in the past. I am somebody. And the freedom from suffering is a simple understanding that I am not somebody. I'm this invisible awareness. So whenever we're trying to get rid of the suffering, you need to explore who is trying to get rid of the suffering. For whose benefit? For the benefit of Magdi or Charles? What is Charles? It's like my car. It's a Toyota. It's a all-wheel drive thing, whatever, you know. I take care of it when it needs some oil, but the benefit of the body-mind, no. The benefit of the body-mind is to feed well the body, to give the body rest, to be gentle in relationship, to etc. Whatever, you know. Every person has their way, you know, of dealing with the body-mind. So, who are we trying to free? You see what I mean? Not to make a problem out of what happens, nausea or cars breaking down. Yeah, all this stuff is going to break down eventually, you know. We take care of it the best we can for the time being, right? It includes the body, too. No body dies healthy. All bodies appear and disappear. They die in time. But you don't die. Because you're not born. You know that. We're on the dance floor dancing, Charles.
What? Sorry?
We are on the dance floor dancing. With the body, I mean, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes we step on the toe rope.
Thank you. Yeah, remembering it during those times, but thank you.
Okay, Charles.